Hello, my lovely Geminis. As I was starting to get the cards ready to do the reading, what I saw was you sitting and listening, but more than listening, you were watching music. It was literally like the notes were floating in front of you. And when I checked in with what kind of music it was like Spanish guitar. It was very beautiful. It was very fluid. There was a rhythm to it for sure, but within that there were these beautiful flourishes. And it felt to me as though it was the kind of music you could really appreciate it, because even though it was very creative in the way the guitars were interpreting it, it still had some kind of structure to it. And I feel like this is important for you, Gemini, because music is very important to you. Again, this is for July 21st, theoretically, whenever it resonates, and if it resonates for you. It won't be for every Gemini. But for the ones that I'm reading for, I feel like music is very important for you. And you can really change your energy, your mood, and the way your brain thinks according to the kind of music that you listen to. So you can use that as a way to, if you're feeling foggy, if you're feeling ungrounded, if you're having difficulty making sense of things or dealing with a lot of variables, check in with what music would be something that would help create that flow into some kind of structure for you. Now, of course, it's going to be a feeling sense you're going to have to go for. But I wouldn't say go for radical jazz. If you want to go for jazz, you might want to go for like free flow, easy jazz, easy listening jazz, or something like that. Or you might want to go with something that actually has really measured beats, like something within the some of the different classical music styles. Now, the thing that I'm also looking at here is it's part of what allows you to decide for yourself. And I think this is becoming more and more true for you, Gemini, is that you're more and more able to really decide what's right for you. What are your values? Not just what are your values, but what makes you happy, and what do you need in this moment? What's in your best interest to follow? Because there are going to be a lot of changes, right? We know that because of the planet Uranus and the effect that it's happening. And I say that only because I've heard it from astrologers, not because I am one. I am not. But it really, apparently it's really, for Gemini, going to be creating quite a lot of changes for you. So what you're being really encouraged here is to keep in touch with what you are feeling. Name what you're feeling at any given point in time. Take a few deep breaths and then see how that feeling changes. See if there's a new insight that comes with it, or if you realize, no, you don't really feel okay about something, you're feeling pressured and you will do it because of the pressure. Or is it really delighting you, or is it just okay? And are you doing it just because you just want to get it done? And is that all right? And maybe it is. But it feels to me as though this is going to be really a very, very rich time for you to be able to let go of all of the stuff. Drop the stuff that is not relevant and not good for you, not in flow with you. Your flow is going to change a lot. And so this is going to be something that gives you the opportunity, and it's going to be necessary for you to be able to follow that flow and to really be in touch with what you're feeling at any given moment. And it may change quickly. So let go of whatever stressors you can along the way. That's one of the big ones, is notice what it is you're feeling stressed about, what it is you're feeling anxious about, and whether or not there are ways in which you can cross that off your list. A simple thing might be on a daily basis, on a day-to-day basis. It can stress me knowing that I have to change the litter. I know that sounds crazy, but I have very big stairs and it's a lot of litter to carry up and down. And it's like, yeah, that can stress me knowing that I have to do that. And I can put it off and put it off, but it's still in the back of my mind as a stress. Whereas once I do it and get it done with, all of a sudden I have all of this mental space and emotional space that's freed up. And all of a sudden I feel lighter. So that's a really simple example. And these may be simple for you. They may be bigger life decisions for you. But check in with what is causing the stress and why, and see if it's something you can deal with now to get rid of it. Again, the virtue of the virtue. I've got the virtue card. I'm not seeing it in light of this reading as about virtue. It's really about you defining, you being the one to define. Nobody else is defining for you what is right. You're defining for you what is right. And that is a big, big, big part of this. You know, air signs tend to be very, very fluid, and so they can easily get carried along with other people's agendas, and kind of stream into other people's energy. So what you're being encouraged to do here, Gemini, is make sure that you have some kind of structure in your life that can be anchor points for you within which you can flow. So an example might be deciding to do Tai Chi every morning, and that is one anchor point for you. But another anchor point might be relevant for you if you find your day getting eaten up. What, sweetheart? And that might be to, for example, decide that you're going to do a 10-minute meditation after lunch, an anchor point, or even just be determined to always have lunch. That might be another one for you. So it's really kind of, it's cool because it feels like what it's going to be doing this period of time is that it's going to be allowing you to really enjoy your free flow spirit, at the same time as being able to anchor it a little bit more so that you can use it to your own benefit for growth rather than just floating along. You can float along within a structure and allow that structure to carry you forward. I think that makes sense. It does to me. One of the ways to stay with this is to be mindful of your breath, check in with your breath, and allow yourself to use your breath to help you get in touch with your current moment, your present moment, because Gemini can be forward, present, backward all at once sometimes because they have many tracks in their brain. But instead what you can do is really use this time to also check in with your feelings in a way where you can get more and more in touch with your intuition. And you can use this time as a way to kind of play with that energy. And that, I would say, really, fundamentally, is what I'm getting here, is that you're at a point where you're going to be able to really use the power of that wonderful, free-flowing, creative energy in a way that is more helpful to you and more constructive for you than perhaps it has been in the past. Okay? That's it for now, Gemini. Take care.